Hey guys, in today's video, I have got a crazy cool Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber from Star Wars A New Hope, and I'm giving it away to one of you guys. Oh yeah. How well can you hear this thing? Is there a crystal inside of here? How well is this going to be able to hold a blade? And would you believe this costs like half of some of the more replica versions of Kenobi's lightsaber? I'm going to talk about all that stuff and more, so come hang out. Boom! Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for clicking on my video. I appreciate you. This is Finding the Force, where I always love to share my passion for Star Wars by exploring the treasures and lightsabers of the Jedi and Sith. Yes, this is lightsaber 4 out of 5 from Obi-Dad Kenobi's favorite lightsabers of all times July giveaway, celebrating my 200,000 subscribers like you guys supporting me on YouTube. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And today's lightsaber is another Jedi. Thank you so much to my longtime and faithful sponsor, Artsabers, for helping me do 5 Neopixel Lightsaber giveaways. All right, guys, all you have to do to enter the lightsaber giveaway is go to artsabers.com. I put a link down in the description for you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on Instagram, because in the post section, that's where I'll be posting the winners of the lightsabers. So good luck, and thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this in August, I'm sorry, I think it's over. And like the previous videos, before we get a close look of this beautiful saber, I want to tell you guys why this means so much to me. It's no secret, I totally have a thing for thin neck lightsabers. Number 2, my nickname on this channel has always been Obi-Dad Kenobi. 3, I love the original trilogy. I love all like the handmade props, the magic of the 70s. And Obi-Wan's lightsaber has always completely fascinated me with all of the history and the design. And this one has got a few surprises. So this is my 4th choice. And if you guys missed any of my previous videos, check them out. They'll be down in the description. The Skywalker, the Luke, the Kylo Ren, and now we've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, guys, let's not waste any time. Let's check this out up close. Bam. Obi-Wan's Episode 4 lightsaber. Very different configuration in a lot of ways from his Episode 3 Kenobi lightsaber. Subtle, but very different. Down here at the pommel, we do have this very cool design, but also gives the lightsaber very, very good ventilation. This thing is so loud, I had to knock it down a couple notches. I don't want to blow the speaker on my microphone, and I don't want to distort the sweet audio from Kyberphonic I'm going to show off to you guys a little bit later. Beautiful chrome pommel with the gear section, very reminiscent of the Skywalker, of course, who he did train, I guess, as his master for a short time. Strong D-ring belt clip. I love how rigid and stiff it is, so that it's not clinging and clanging when you're swinging your saber around, enjoying it. Booster section right here. All these pieces, it's so fascinating that these all came from different components in real life, and I think I might have mentioned this in separate videos. I don't have time for this video, but we're all familiar with the Graflex flash gun camera clamp here. Says Graflex on the back, nice and chromed out with the bubble strip right here in front. I did add just a couple little droplets of this like super glue so that this is not moving at all, but it could if you needed it to, but the clamp still works. You just want to add it to one side, not the other, because it was just a tiny bit loose when I got it, but the clamp does work, and you can unscrew the lower section here to access the pommel and give it a very easy recharge right there. And also, the kill switch is going to definitely save your battery when you're out and about. And let's check out the chassis. And this is the beautiful chassis hiding underneath the weathered Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. Already, we're getting a glimpse of this awesome crystal chamber. Love these bronze metal accent pieces. You can see the recharge port without having to remove anything, which is super helpful. Really appreciate that. Let's flip it over. There's that beautiful kyber crystal inside. If you don't have a saber with a kyber crystal, this is going to be really exciting to own your first one. And I love how they kind of kept it really discreet, you know, with the cage and kind of the frame in front of it. Very beautifully designed and very easy access to the SD card. So you can really easily put new sound fonts on here, no problemo. Let's see how that crystal looks like. Oh yeah, flickers and mimics the blade profile. But the whole crystal does light up. You have it on a blade profile with like a solid color. And this also has the SNV4. So this is a budget soundboard that's gonna save you some money. It's completely Neopixel, and there's a ton of great features, especially connecting to it with your app and being able to shop through a huge directory of blade profiles, which is something I don't believe the Xenopixel is able to do. And that is the secret Kyber crystal chassis. I think if I had to choose, I would always choose 2 button sabers over 1. I don't know why, that's just my preference. These 2 buttons, I think, power an auxiliary. These actually do come out, but you don't need to take them out to remove the chassis. And the way you remove the chassis is this little hidden screw right here. And it comes with an Allen wrench to also use for the retention screws up at the emitter, but you take this screw out and that allows you to very easily slide out the chassis. Moving our way up, check out this really, really rad detail of the main grip here. Came from a rifle grenade from World War II. Not this particular one, you know what I mean. But look closely that there's this beautiful blue and kind of yellow hue. Really adds some depth and a flare of color to an otherwise solid black piece, which usually kind of looks like this. So I think this really gives it makes it a bit more interesting, gives it some more depth. I really like that look. And we have the emitter, which is screen accurate with the writing from where it was created. Very cool, weathered. Whole saber is, I think most of the upper half of the saber is weathered. Lower half, chrome, not so much. I would still consider this a weathered lightsaber. This upper half looks great. And this is his movie screen accurate upper half of the saber because it comes with 2 weathered neck, and here are the pins with LED lights shining so that you could test it out without a blade. And all we have to do is unscrew this emitter cap and pop on, boom, the extended emitter. Oh yeah, love this. And these were not easily found 3 or 5 years ago. Let me tell you guys, if you had one of these lightsabers from like 5 years ago, this didn't exist and your blade was being held on for dear life by like ½ inch. So this definitely kicks you up to a full inch with 4 different retention screws for maximum blade stability. Gotta love that detail, and especially the affordable price. Let's talk about it. Let me know down in the comments, guys, would you rather have 2 Force FX Elite or Galaxy's Edge lightsabers, or totally rad Obi-Wan Kenobi Neopixel lightsaber? This goes for only $409. Does not come with a blade. If you have blades already, you get to save that money and not have to purchase another one. And of course, comes with everything you need: charger, tool, instructions, all that stuff. Ooh, and did you guys see that crystal chassis? Dang, that is phenomenal detail. Looks amazing, even though it's kind of a little bit of trouble to unscrew the screw to like show people when you want to, but it's just one screw. I bet you'll get good at it. A few years ago, before Artsabers got their hands on this type of design, this saber was easily going for double that, $600-800 for this. And it's a hefty saber too. Don't get me wrong, guys. These parts are like more screen accurate materials like steel. So this saber really is a bit more hefty. I'll put the weight down there on the screen for you. So finally, it's time. Let's neutralize these lights and power this on, and I'll show you which lightsaber sounds we're gonna hear. So in Star Wars A New Hope in 1977, Kenobi's lightsaber, as well as the Skywalker lightsaber, was a very faint light blue. So I like to pick the more screen accurate colors for the blades, which you can do super easily from the app using the SNV4 app. That's one of the great things about the SNV4. I think I do like it better than the Xenopixel, mostly because they have a directory of blade effects, like different flickers, different flames, and it's super easy just to pick the one you want and like upload it to your saber. And I also like that to be connected, you don't have to be touching your phone to the saber. It can be a few feet apart, makes it super convenient. And I also can't forget to mention, guys, this thing comes packed with like 25 different sound fonts, including Kenobi's. But just for fun, I love to share and show off my buddy Jesse Kyberphonics lightsaber sound fonts. This is his Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 4, which came with a few different sound fonts, whether it was the Cantina, the Death Star, and like maybe a third one. So I put the Death Star sound font on here, which comes with a really rad background track. So let's check it out. Clarity, color, 3, 2, 1. Soft lightsaber 1977 sounds, you guys. Oh yeah, you know, there's kind of a Kenobi way of swinging your saber one-handed because there's so much weight to it. Okay. You can do some spins, but I mean, this really is like a 2 or 3 pound saber, so it makes it a little bit challenging, but the thin neck is nice. Classic Vader Kenobi clash effects. Love it. Blast deflect. Ooh, lock up. Totally giving me the vintage 70s lightsaber vibes. And like I said, super easy from your app to trigger things like
using that new BT-16. Yeah, something the other guy telling me about it.
Force effects. And even, check this out, comes with a background track of sounds from the Death Star. From your app, super easy, change colors, change fonts, you can like change the sensitivity, everything. And especially if you want to use smaller blades or longer ones, it's crazy easy. You just like scroll a dial to adjust the length of the blade. Thank you guys so much for watching the end of my video. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're staying cool this summer, as well as taking care, being safe, and having an epic Star Wars day. See you in the next one. Yeah!